me. It wasn't me, but we sort of are with a stick with epoxy because he got hit in the vest.
So Harry Churches is still fucking about a seething.
They're still in the area. We had Roy and Tino come past the other day just as a reminder that they're still there. Right. I think they've got other stuff on, but we haven't got freedom of movement, but it is just taking advantage of the time when we've got it to try and get like planks of wood. We were on the way to do that before we took the shot.
Yeah, I was on the. I've been past couple of nights. I've been awake and I haven't seen a soul. I saw Couch for a little bit, but that was it.
Yeah, it's. I think what you were saying, like last night, it sounded like there was loads of shots. Don't know if they're trying to get us to look out or what, or it's just because it's difficult for me to tell exactly where it is. We can hear shots if they're shooting at the tree line, or if Mokolevka are having a bit of a fun thing. You can sometimes hear their shots, and it's difficult to. Yeah. Me and Gideon went up there the other day, and we could hear flies inside the barn, and it looked like some of the tents had been damaged inside the barn, but actually the tents had already been damaged, and it was someone who. I think his hands wouldn't work, so he finished himself off. So that's all that was. But we thought that had been because we heard loads of shots up that way before the nap, so we just thought that was something had happened. But it wasn't. It was not always as sinister as it always seems at the time.
Yeah. Have you seen someone looks like they've moved into the garages at Electro on the west side, like the closest to us?
What, at the gas station?
Yeah, next to the gas station. Yeah.
Yes, they're Autumn is the leader of them. There's Autumn, Big Josh, I think Ernest. They're quite cool. They seem. We're not 100% sure if Ernest is a cannibal or not. We're not, so we're not sure. But he had the giggles, and said he got fed. That was against his will. And then I think when the Fireflies went down again, he, like 2 weeks later, he still had the giggles. But that just means he might have been lucky. I'm always potentially thinking on the positive rather than the negative, because as a whole, they seem to be okay, and they're trying to, they've got like a car garage there. So if you need any car parts, they've got batteries, radiators, spark plugs.
Yeah, a lot of the tents had loads of stuff
like
that sort of stuff in. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what. But we've had. I don't know if you saw, because Couch has had a good tidy out and sorted out. We're a lot more organised down there now. Down. We're trying not to hoard. Yeah, we're trying not to hoard anything. It just depends on, we haven't. If we get an armory, it might be worth trying to store ammunition. But at the moment, we've been burgled a couple of times, and we've lost. I think the worst things we lost was a DMR VS98, 2 Vegas, an AK. So normally we would try and offload that, but it always seems to happen. We store a little bit too much, and then we get hit. And it's not. We don't even miss it. That's the thing. It has value, but we don't miss it. That's the problem. It's not like it's vital. It's just nice to be able to pick up another Mosin if you get coasted.
Yep. How's things going up north, Jeanette?
I was about to ask you the same thing there, Dredd, mate. But yeah, we're doing all right, mate. Just vibing, relaxing, it's all cool. But yeah, we did get raided the other day by the Dutchy, because we didn't turn up to a meeting about that gunfight that we arranged. So they raided us.
Okay.
And yeah, if you see him again, tell him that we're open for a conversation. But like it's like the terms are going to change.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you do bump into them, like sometimes they come around here and they're civil. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty good up there. It seems like the dam problem's finally squashed itself, and like we don't have a massive rivalry on our front doorsteps.
Have they moved back to Corker, have they, or the?
No. Oh, they're set up in the apartments as you come into Severograd from the east. I went past there the other day, and there's a flag sitting pretty on top of those apartments. I didn't realise it was that close. I thought they were in Severograd, but they got a good view of pretty much everything from those apartments.
Oh yeah, they're pretty hardcore. They're dug in deep down there. Like I'm pretty sure they're liking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a bit more defendable than they've ever had.
Hello.
Like, and
Hello.
for them, like, that's a gold mine.
Well, I think location to get stuff, location for people passing through. Yeah, and obviously there's 2 or 3 gas zones within Severograd itself, isn't there? If you're not careful. So I think the PD, the industrial, and I think there's one other. There's like 3 gas areas, and they're outside it. They're outside it, but you know they've got the hospital there for stuff. The convoy just up the road, or 2 convoys really just up the road. The summer camp, the thingy tent, Commence military. You know, I think they're quite for reasonable stuff as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they claim some of them, like they tried to with Riffy.
Yeah, fuck. We're actually gonna try and have a conversation with one of them, because I think we're gonna try and ask one of the Darkest Midnight lot to be a judge at the upcoming fashion show. Because I feel like you need like a varying like judging sphere, even though we're not on good relations with them. Like I feel like they still need to have their input nonetheless.
Well, did you start planning that?
Yeah, it's going to be in 2, like not this weekend, the weekend after is like the date that we're sort of thinking about in our heads right now, but it could change.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you got your hat by then, Buttercup, you know?
Yeah. I found a camera so I can take pictures.
Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
And
You need a door back on there.
We've got a clown as one of the judges. We're trying to get Doggy Tots, but I think we're going to get another clown. I think Doggy Tots has got some stuff to do in his mind that weekend.
You'd have been a good judge.
Yeah, but it's like my event, so like we're getting 3 other judges from different groups, and like trying to like pick like polar opposites of like opinions and taste, and like it's fair.
Yeah, and like I say, I mean, dare I say, incur the wrath of the insurgents, but damn if they'll leave. Not saying they leave you alone, they tolerate you if you don't cause them any trouble. That, you know, and if you cause them any trouble, they'll come down and smash it. You know, so it tends to be. I'm not saying they won't come down and they won't break our leg, they won't rob us, but if you don't give them cause to, they have other things to worry about. They really do. They have other things to worry about if you don't give them cause to.
That's not a safe spot to sit.
No, see, the trouble is even with a door there, they can see over the top.
Yeah.
Once we get
bummer.
a cam net, up there, that's a little bit safer up there. You just got to be careful not to wiggle by the cam net too much because they can see the shadow.
Yeah.
But once the cam net goes up there,
Rusty, you need to repair your scarf as well.
yeah, I've got a couple of uses left on. I can actually repair it one more time. Yeah, one more time. Does anybody need another go on the sewing kit for anything?
No, I don't.
No.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Does anybody need some food?
I'm all right at the minute. It's yeah,
But
like you say. I
probably
mean,
need some. Is he upstairs?
Rob, he might be in his head. He might be in there if you have a little look. If that's open. Yeah, he might be in there, and his head's probably standing in the open, waiting to get shot, or he's been shot. Sometimes that happens. Oh, there he is.
Now you're staying here forever. Yeah, I'll take a piece.
Yeah. But yeah, I find if you don't give them cause, they've got other things. But that, I mean, I haven't seen any of them for a long while. You know, if they come down past,
drop it like it's hot.
they check in, but they don't really ask us for anything.
Oh, nice. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I find Dharma pretty chilling most of the time. We never really had a problem with them until they moved up to Severgrad, and then they had like a keen interest in our cars. And like I was fucking with them. I'll hold my hands up to that a bit, you know. Like I was making their life difficult, and they weren't predicting it. So like I knew they really wanted my red Gunter. But I put a dead battery in it and locked it in place, and they couldn't get it going, and it was just stuck.
Yeah.
So they was probably pretty pissed at
Let
that.
it clean up.
And then instead of like antagonising them further, we just took the decision that we just can't be fucked with
We just store them.
causing us problems when they wake up so late. So we rolled their dial for their garage and then swapped out our blue Gunter for our red Gunter, and like left a note from the honest coin, and it was like, and I think they're a bit happier with that anyway. That like we just sort of like told them.
Now we
don't
had
really
those
care
out, but not we decided to go.
like,
We like our favorite are the shelters, you know.
Well,
Makes us feel like
dare
we're in
I
the
say,
trees
that's
again.
sometimes the best way, you know, because
Look at
you
this
do
big
know
bush
where
here,
you stand.
we kinda
If they're
camouflage
coming
in the
after
big
you, they're
bush.
coming after you. But if they don't, they won't, unless you give them reason to. Then they don't get me wrong, they raided us. Not this storm, at the beginning of the last storm when we had a gate on, they rolled it, took some of our stuff, left the locker 666. You know, they'll still do that, but so would anybody else. You know, pretty much anybody else that early on. And they didn't take everything they could, if you know what I mean. So they, you know, if you keep on favourable terms, they'll still hassle you, but not nowhere near as someone they want to turn their attention to.
oh yeah, for sure. And we can't really be fucked with it. Like I was saying, like they come way like too late in our evening, and like makes us stay up like super late in the evening because they're like shooting shit out of Staria and raiding us, and like we put a fair few of them down as well. To be fair, like but like we don't really give a shit about that, and like they're just rude as fuck whenever you talk to them as well. They just call us pussies and said they hope we die up in the north and stuff like that. So we can't be fucked with like talking with them as well. So it's just like let's just like appease them a bit. Dark is midnight.
Oh.
Ooh, did you hear that gunshot?
Yeah. That sounds like it was north.
Oh, you don't think it was Mogi, do you?
Possibly.
I wonder if they went up in that direction after they shot Jeanette.
There is a chance. But that was, I mean, I don't know if anybody's up there, but that was similar sort of thing. One shot and done, unless they were hunting. Because there has been a lot of animals around today.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I was hearing them all the way back. Yeah.
I saw a couple of Zeds chasing a pig over in Boggy.
That was a shot. That was a shot at us. That was a shot at us, I think. Just be careful. Gideon, are you all right?
Fine.
Couch, are you all right?
Couch is asleep.
All right. That definitely sounded like a shot came this way.
Sure, it wasn't this. This sounded.
No, no. No, it sounded like a shot that hit the embassy. Oh, what? Do that again?
Here, I think it might have been this. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, that definitely sounded like a shot from the hill. Do we put the radio on? Did you get him on the first channel, did you? Or 1 or 2.5? Yeah, hopefully Worm's all right. What you've got to be careful of, though, because there's more than one of them. He might be... That might not have been Mr. Churches that was shooting, or, you know, there could be others. But it is extremely difficult to try and defend. Yeah, we got ambushed. I'm almost certain it was by them. Just the other side of the road by the other industrial. Not yesterday, the day before. Me and Gideon got. So we got coasted. We woke up in Berezino, pretty much both of us, and we got attacked by dogs. And we would literally were like on the brink of dying. And a guy came past. I can't think of his name now. But he helped us. Otherwise, we'd have been, you know, I was that low on everything. I thought he was a baghead, and I was about to attack him with a knife. But he wasn't. He was a good guy. No, I just went downstairs. There's a little crack you can look through the gate. Same as
Jet up here. I'll join DREDD up here.
All right.
But yeah. So
No, well, it's picked up again, but it comes in waves because I think they are spreading themselves around, you know, and they're actively taking it against everybody they dislike. I think they visited the host. They actually shot at Autumn. So when me and Gideon got coasted, we finally made it to. Well, no, we bumped into Autumn and Big Josh near Kamishovo, and I said, "Oh, we've just been coasted," and she went, "Oh, funny that." She was downstairs here or near here and got shot at, and she said they must have thought they'd got me because she had moved to another position, and they come running down to check, wearing sort of like dark clothing. So I think what they tend to wear, when I saw Roy and Tino, is all black with blue press vests, the light blue ones. They look, you know, like little twins. And I think they came down to remind us that they were still around. And then we had Anne, who hangs about at the gas station. She was downstairs, so we couldn't really do anything. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, it is a shame. They are. Yep. Yeah, like I say, you know, we try that with everybody, depending on, because you'll know as well as me, people have different things going on with each other, you know. We try to keep out of it essentially, because you never know what's started it. You'll never know what finishes it. You can get drawn into something quite easily that doesn't need anybody additionally helping out, you know. Because like I say, we've got, you know, the Legionnaires dislike the helping hands, unfortunately. The Fireflies dislike the helping hands, fortunately. But we, you know, we don't get involved. I mean, I know the Fireflies dislike how we do things, but I think they've come to not understand, but they've just come to move on because they know we're not going to change. And if it was quieter, you know, I guess if they didn't have everything going on, I wouldn't be surprised if they started leaning towards us again. You know, if what I mean, that'd be really quiet, and then they could go back to trying to change things at the lowest level. But I think they've got a lot on at the minute. Yeah, so like I say, I mean, there's always, you know, there's always two sides. And I've heard, like with the Fireflies, I forget the guy's name. Oh, I know that giggle.
Good to see you. Everybody should be on the staircase.
Stand there, Ella. You can get shot through that bookcase. Would have been, yeah. See, I did look out for you.
Oh, Ella! I haven't seen you in a long time. Rusty, did you ever put that note up for me?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Where'd everybody go? Oh, where's
I think it's nearly
here.
Nearly nap time.
I don't know where a good spot would be to put it.
Oh.
Did you not leave? I was in my head for a second.
He's behind you. He's behind you.
Oh, is it nap time?
Yeah, it's not. Not long to go.
Oh, can I take my nap right here?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'll be right back in a minute. Go on my nap. I'll see you when we wake up, Ella.
Love that.
I'd have to check. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was conscious to get him upstairs, just because you never know. You just never know. There's times when I've gone out to put stuff in the shelters and start taking shots. But I would guess, unless he missed, which I don't think he. said there was loads of shots, and he heard people running around downstairs. That might have been.
Yeah,
that
we
might
got
have been
attacked
them.
yesterday again by backheads. Fortunately, got Prince AY
Oh dear.
by one. Then to the coast.
Oh crikey. Well, we got. Well, saying that though, me and Gideon got ambushed in the industrial a couple of days ago. But we think that was insurgents. We think. But we both woke up in Berenzino. Yeah, we were running through where the concrete barn is. If you keep going along that way, you hit sort of like the ruined building that was just there. Gideon took a shot from the house, and I managed to shoot at somebody as they were running up the hill. But then either they done a massive flank, or there was another one that came in, and I didn't even. Well, as always, I thought I heard a noise, and then the next thing I know, I'm in Berezino.
I also got attacked yesterday when I go over to.
Through the door, and he was probably where Buttercup was, and I ran straight into it.
By insurgency, or did you not see?
No,
anything?
just somebody that was in the PD. I went into the PD and I was just looting for stuff because it's been quite difficult to find stuff. So I went a bit further inland. That comes at its own risks, and I. Yeah, literally opened the door, opened another door, and he was peeking behind the stairs and boom, straight in the chest. But I was able to get away, ruined my jacket and damaged my backpack, but everything else was, I mean, the vest was damaged or badly damaged, but that was like square in the face, you know, so we have to go for, unfortunately, protection over carrying at the moment. It does limit us on what we can carry, but if I didn't have a vest on then, I think that would have been the end.
Also, all the groups who are evil now. Did you hear that about Minuteman? Don't know if it's true, but it's told they are cannibals. But I'm not sure if that's.
Well, I bumped into Cassian, not yesterday, the day before, up near the House of Hope, and he told me to watch out going any further east because of the children of Rot are about. I don't know.
Yeah. They're also around. I think they live in
But
Boar.
again,
Or near Boar, some.
oh, do they? Because
Yeah, I think that's what I got told. I'm not sure.
Castro and Cortez live there. Or, I mean, they've got a house there. Lindy used to live there in Boar. I think she moved back. I'm not sure if she's there now.
It's somewhere in the near of Boar.
Hmm.
Don't know if it's true or not.
Well, there is the cave just just to the south of Boar. There is the cave with water running through it. But
Yeah,
they
maybe.
have been up to the gas station near Electro as well, pestering them.
But they also caused a lot of problems by Butcher.
Oh. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Did you also go to Gorka?
I went past there, so, but I still don't go in there. But I went past the Verigrad,
Fella, Lex.
What's that?
and Dam are set up by the apartments as you come in from the east.
Yeah, because I think 2 weeks ago I went through Gorka. Yeah, you can't see anything anymore.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Just, there are no up houses anymore. You think so? Took
Oh,
everything.
excuse me.
Yeah, I think so. They're on that big high rise as you come in. I think Severigrad there's a couple or three gas zones that can hit at any time. So I think they have to live on the outskirts because I'm not sure if there are buildings that are safe. I think it'll be like in the middle of the gas, so I don't think you can get out. But where they are, they don't get gas. I don't think. But they got a big tower on. You can see it as soon as you go in there. So I kept, not that it means anything, but I kept to the train tracks above or to the south of Severigrad and headed east.
Interesting. We need to check it out in the future. I heard already that they're living to Vergrad, but never made it up there.
Well, I knew they were up there, but I got a little bit disorientated because it was foggy, and I thought I was further east. But then when I actually came through, it was actually like directly south of Severigrad. And as I ran through and got on the outskirts by the school, they're just up the hill to the north from the school at those apartments. But yeah, it's difficult to keep up with everything that's going on.
Did you guys manage to went to Butcher and trade with him already, or?
Not yet. No, we've been we've had a little spate of burgling, and we've had a rearrangement of stuff. But
I heard something that you raided or something.
yeah, I mean we've had not so much technically, but they broke in. So yes, it was, but not really full blown. It was getting in for a vulnerability that we've had the past few weeks. We've had people being able to get in, and every time we plug it up, or we think we've plugged it up, there's another way in, then another way in, and another way in. But I think we've sorted it. But we've if they decide to blow the doors off, there's nothing we can do about that. But I think hopefully we've stopped them from, because they do it like they always do it, and they probably do it with you and every other group. Once they find a way in and it's not obvious, they start trickling away stuff so you don't really notice it. And then they probably plan to hit you on one particular night where they clean you out of everything once they've got a car or something to come and collect it. But obviously none of us were around. Yeah, none of us were
Like
around,
all-
so we'd just wake up and stuff would be missing. But the thing is, if that's the time they wake up, that's the time they wake up. You know, there's nothing we can. You know, I'm not staying awake for 24 hours. You know, they're welcome to. You know, we did have a couple of nice guns that we'd found that we lost, but again, we don't really use them. So, you know, they're welcome to maps and compasses and the scraps we've got. But yeah, it's just. Yeah, and we found out you get shot through those bookcases as well. Past a certain point, they don't appear.
Really? You shoot through the...
Yeah, yeah, they're not. They can't see them when you go past a certain distance. They're not visible. They can just see straight through them.
That
That's what I
also
found
didn't
out when I didn't know it till I got shot through it. And I must have been just stood there out in the open, looking. They must have thought, "What's this buffoon doing?" But I was trying to look through the gap like you are, and the next thing I know, I'm coasted. And because we took shots, came up here trying to get some sort of direction, and next thing I know, I wake up on the coast. So yeah, past, I think Gideon said past 300 meters, he took the rangefinder out. So past 300 meters, which is, you know, not that far
That
away.
far.
Probably the other side of the road where the other little green guard shack is probably the sort of distance. But
When somebody is here on that map.
well, we're going to probably just build another wall there eventually, just because it's as good as that
Yeah,
is for short distance. Long distance,
What camo
it gives you a
nets?
fault.
What?
Well,
Put in...
I think the thing is you can put a cam net on it, but they can see the shadows quite easily through the marksman and hunting scopes, really easily. And basically, we want to put another door in that doorway, and you can't unlock it without fear of getting shot at 300 meters. You know, so we
Try
need to have another.
Try to secure the place more than last or...
It's been difficult. It's been difficult. I mean, we try to. Unfortunately, with, like I say, early on we lost some nails and 4 dials early on when people broke in, but we haven't had any stuff like that lying around to get stolen. We've always put it straight into a wall as soon as we've got it. So we've only lost guns. You know, that's all we've lost.
I know that's right.
Is my gun still here? Is it gone?
No, that's gone as well. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know when though. That was the thing. I don't know how long it's been going on for. There was some bizarre goings on. Like there was loads of cannabis in one of the tents when I woke up, which was unusual. I went for a run, bumped into some people. Like 20 minutes later, came back here. It was all gone. And none of us put it in there. Again, there has been some strange things, some strange goings on. I don't know, you know, it's what raises your suspicions because, you know, I literally was, say half an hour I was away, and then when I came back, so I looked in the tent to find it and I couldn't find it. I thought I was going mad, but I knew for sure that I'd seen, you know, there was like 8 or 9 bits of cannabis in there, at least in one of the stick shovels, and then it all
The
disappeared.
interesting thing is, you leave the base half an hour, then somehow they came. So the exact timing, maybe just they looked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they got it down to a T, and they can get in and get, because they could get in and get out. That was the thing. We found a way where they could get in and get out quite easily once they were in. So it wouldn't have taken them long, I don't think. But you're right. There has been and a slight increase of like random people coming past saying hello, and if we're here, they're just passing through. Oh yeah, just passing through.
But we also had the struggles in the beginning of the storm with the off-bound raid. We also lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I heard that.
Almost everything. 6 sheet metal doors, 6 4 dials, 300 nails, bare nails.
Oh,
good guns and everything, ammo.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is what we're conscious of about. To get this to a level anywhere near that would be horrendously expensive in materials. But if somebody's dead set, they're getting in, you know, and it's almost, for us, it's almost pointless trying to do too much, because if they decide to get in, they can get in. And you can put a lot of effort in, and sometimes that creates other issues. You know, you think you've covered off one thing, you know, like these. If these are placed correctly, these doors here, you can probably block off the stairs quite easily. But if you don't place them in the right place, they can wiggle round them, they can get on top of them. You know, it's almost pointless. You know, you try, and it's quite expensive to try to experiment. But like I say, it is what it is. You know, part of having a base is, you know, having that happen. You know, but like I say, like with yours, I don't think there was much. I mean, if you were all awake, you might have slowed them down, and that might have gone your way. But if they're dead set on getting in, they bring enough stuff.
It's getting a bit late.
Are you gonna go to sleep here?
Just
Essentially.
Just watch the bookcase again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just in case. But yeah, so yeah, it's been, I don't know how you found it, but it's been unusually difficult. It's always difficult, but for us it's been quite difficult to get started this time. I mean, I don't know if it's a mistake. We didn't set up in the barn this time. Now, that is easier to secure, potentially, so that you might stop people getting in. But my sort of like reluctance was people who know what they're doing. I mean, like in one night we lost 3-4 dials, and that got cleared out in one night last storm. About the week before the storm, I was here one morning, or when I woke up, I had a look, saw the door was a bit funny, went in there and everything was gone. 3-4 dials, everything that we had up there. We didn't have much, but it was all gone. They must have come down here with a truck or a car or something. So nothing's impenetrable, and if anything, that's a bit dodgier getting in there from the hill at the moment. If you were to try and unlock it standing out in the middle there, I think you're going to get hit from the hill quite a lot. And the problem with putting the door around the other side, you can't see if somebody's rolling it from here.
Why we have some by the bridge. There was a little bit more out, like end of the wall. Door is like putting in the.
I didn't quite hear that.
We have not. Why we have, if you see bridge gate, we have a wall who goes like till here, you can say, and the door is like here. So you have from left and right protection while you put.
Yeah, there is.
Ooh, you've got Odd's favorite teddy bear. I just have a pink one.
But yeah, it's been a little bit difficult. You know, it always is. That makes it worthwhile. But I think with the increase in people living on the coast as well, I think more people are out and about trying to find
do you
stuff.
want anything?
No, I don't need anything.
We
I
noticed it
think there's
Oh,
since
you're not gonna sell
Butcher
those?
moved in Pelota
Me and
with
Mike,
the
do you need
time
anything?
that we finding way more harder
out
nails and
of the teddy bear?
dials
yeah,
since they are here.
Oh,
yeah, no, definitely. And I think
you're not gonna grow.
you've
You're
got
not gonna use the seeds.
you've got the people at the gas station as well. They go out hunt
I've got
foraging
some
as well,
seeds.
and it's not uncommon, you know, to do the western
Okay.
route to the cars and back, is it? You know, it's not uncommon at all.
Yeah,
It's quite
no.
yeah, grab those 6 Lunken ones that were on that you told me for,
Unfortunately, yes.
so I don't want to take any more of those.
But yeah, I have to catch up with the others now. So, safe guys. Thank you again.
Yeah, I'll come down
Hopefully
and
soon.
Be careful, I take a couple of the zucchini seeds.
I can do it.
Gideon said.
Yeah, I'll just take a couple.
If I don't, yeah, I heard something, but I don't know if.
Oh, thank you. Do you need anything?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Like this thing.
Oh, well, those are handy.
Mm-hmm.
Did he leave?
Well, the Legionnaire, yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Seeing he was just in there staring at me when he was standing on the stairs. No, don't throw that.
Why are you fucking around so much, Ella? You know the Legionnaires potentially tried to raid fucking poor Buttercup yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody did. They had their armbands.
I mean, they just lost. He said they lost some armbands.
Yeah, somebody tore down a wall so they could climb the ladder, climb that water tower ladder, and jump over the other wall. yeah, they had the Legionnaire armbands.